Welcome in everyone to virtual Nashville Speedway. We are here again for another edition of the Rolling Thunder Iracing series. I'm your host, Tracy Brown, and I'm also going to be the play-by-play announcer and the color analyst. I'm a bit under the weather, so I probably won't be able to show too much emotion tonight, but I'm going to try to help us get through this thing as best we can. So anyway, here we go. We're going to go ahead and hit the qualifying grid. We got Braxton DeWeese in row 1, Connor Popplewell. Row 2, Caleb Burge, Austin Williams. Row 3, Xavier King, Dakota Bro. Row 4, David Palmer, Landon Farmer. Row 5, Jordan Tansel. Row 6, we got Jordan Gonder, and we got race control wrapping up the field here. So, here we go. We're getting ready to take the green flag. Like I said, I'm a bit under the weather, so I may have to hit the cough button a few times here, but we're still going to see what we can do. As I understand it, they're going to delay the green for one more lap. So we're pacing through here. That'll give me a chance to kind of get some graphics going here. There we go. We got our scoring tower. We got our ticker going up top. You can see these beautiful cars, 08, Braxton DeWeese, and Connor Popplewell in the 019. And we should be, well, let's see, the pace truck's coming back out, so it's going to start leading the field back around here once again. I'm understanding from race control that we are going this time, so hopefully the pace truck will get out of the way. Here we go. We got a green flag. Here we go. Lap 1 of 100. We're taking her on down into turn 1 with DeWeese on the inside, rolling the bottom, Popplewell on the outside in the 019 car, and the 3 car of Caleb Burge right on the bumper of Braxton DeWeese. Still side by side for the lead right now, as Popplewell's trying to do his best to hang on to the outside, but it's going to be hard to tell if this outside lane's going to work this early on in this race. Man, Popplewell's doing a great job holding on out there. It looks like he pushed up coming out of 4 just a little bit. That's going to hurt him. Then we got 3, Caleb Burge rolling into second now. Again, right on the bumper of Braxton DeWeese. As the race gets strung out just a little bit here, we got everything rolling, everything's under green. Everyone seems to be rolling along pretty good. As Caleb Burge takes a peek underneath Braxton DeWeese, but decides better up. Falls back in line as to come up. Oh, we got Braxton blinking in and out a little bit. We got a couple of little internet issues here. Coming off turn 2 down the back stretch is still DeWeese, Burge, and Popplewell. I do apologize for being the sole announcer, producer, and color analyst here. For different reasons, our broadcasters weren't able to make it tonight, so I'm going to be filling in, doing the best I can right here, trying to let you know what's going down. And I'm not 100% sure exactly what's going on here, but looked like we had a lot more drivers, but apparently only 8 decided to make the start. They must have ran into some issues during the qualifying. Maybe found an oil leak or something. Some reason or another why they can't make it. As you still see the number 8 beautiful car of the Interstate 4 of Braxton DeWeese still leading this field around. He's got Caleb Burge right on his bumper right now. Caleb Burge, again, he's working the inside, the outside. He is right on that bumper. Now you see maybe not the second groove, but a lane and a half starting to come in and getting in. So just want to let you guys know for tonight, we got no extra sets of tires in the pit. So whatever they have qualified on, they're going to be running the entire 100 laps on these same set of tires. They do have one fast repair. Should there be an incident, they'll kind of get a reset, be able to get their car damage all fixed up, and be back ready to roll. Again, still on the same tires. And then we will have 3 green, white checkered attempts should the need arise at the end of this race. Man, right now it is the Deweese and Bird show. These guys are putting out some pretty fast laps as we got Connor Popplewell in third. Looks like he's about 6 tenths away from the second place guy, Caleb Burge. I just kind of got a feeling right now that Burge may be just a smidge faster than Deweese, but he just doesn't have enough at this point in time to be able to get around Deweese and be able to take the lead. So we'll see if we can't kind of mosey on back through the field here and just take a quick look. Hopefully Burge won't decide to do anything before we are able to make it back to him. We see the 15 car of Austin Williams, Xavier King right behind him, the 52 of Dakota. I guess that's bro. Dakota, hope I'm not messing up your name there, buddy. David Palmer getting into the wall along the back stretch in the 052 Wheeling modified car. Then we got John Riddle bringing up the rear. I'm not exactly sure if we've had any incidents or anything, but he's a little bit off the pace in the B1 car. Oh, wow. He got into the inside wall, got a little bit loose. We're staying green. Let's catch back up with the leaders now. Oh, as they're coming up on him. Deweese in the 8 and the 3 of Burge going side by side down the back stretch. It's going to be interesting. It looks like Burge has got him on the inside right now. Got one lane there. Whoa, gets just a little bit loose there in the side stuff. Pull it back into second, gather everything back up. So that does allow Popplewell to close in just a hair. But the way these guys are putting down this pace right here, I'm just not sure how well this is going to work out in the long run for the set of tires. 100 laps, that's a long ways to go here on this track. I don't really know that it's a super abrasive track. It's been a long time since I've raced here. But still, 100 laps on tires for a late model stock, just about any of these short tracks that you go to is a long distance. Kind of makes you want to kind of have to take care and look after your tires if you can. As you can see, it's kind of interesting how that line going through 1 and 2 is kind of picked up about half the lane. The 3 of Burge still right on the bumper. Braxton Deweese. Deweese trying to lay down some pretty lines here, but again, you can't. It's kind of hard to tell with the strategy of how hard he's pushing it. He may be saving a little bit. Don't want to push it any harder than he has to stay just ahead of Burge. Popplewell closing in just a little bit now. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to take just a second. Have a clear my throat, and I'll be right back with you. Oh man, we see Burge right now running on the bumper of Deweese, and with him blinking in and out like that, man, that's got to be a little disturbing for you there, running that close. Now Burge is trying on the outside line, trying to go around on the outside of Deweese. And this will be interesting here. I'm not quite sure that the second lane is developed yet, so. But there he goes with the crossover. Gets underneath Deweese, going into 3 and 4. They're side by side, coming out of 4. Headed to down the front straightaway. It's a drag race, getting into 1 and 2. Again, side by side. Well, this is going to be interesting here. I think Burge is going to have it as he takes the lead right now. Deweese falls into second. And then we got Popplewell The 019 car coming up in third. Them running side by sides, let him gain a few tenths there on this the 2 leaders. Oh man, and this Popplewell now appears to be closing in just a little bit on Braxton DeWeese. That's a little bit what I was talking about earlier about how much you abuse those tires, but you can never can't tell what kind of strategy these guys may be playing out here. At some point in time, I think, you know, if I were running this thing, if I were DeWeese and got Burge right on my bumper, just trying to save a little bit for the later stages of this race, it might be a good idea. Just let Burge go on by. Kind of take care of your tires a little bit and save them for the long run. But you can never tell. That's one thing. We don't really have any kind of race communication with drivers, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what the strategy is. For all I know, they may be going at it for all they're worth. Every single lap, as we see Popplewell now closing in on the bumper of DeWeese. Got very close there. I thought he might be making a move going into 1-2. Now he falls in line right behind DeWeese. We'll take a quick look at the top 5 as they run. I hate to change the camera off of this battle that we have here from second position. As we see the 019 Popplewell scoots underneath DeWeese. DeWeese still blinking just a little bit. There we go. Now it's going to be interesting to see what Popplewell can do, if he can work on that lead that Caleb Burge has. But again, I promise you we'll go through our top 5. Let's take a look at them right now. Caleb Burge running first, Connor Popplewell in the 019 in second, Bryson DeWeese in the 08. 15 of Austin Williams runs in fourth, and Xavier King is in fifth. Popplewell both kind of scraped the wall. There's one thing for sure, you don't want to be doing that too much, or you know, these cars are pretty resilient, but still, I don't really know that you'll be doing any kind of aerodynamic damage. But those scrapes on the wall will take a toll over time. As we see Caleb Burge now coming up on the lap car B1. I think, that's in my scoring monitor here, I have him listed as number 11, John Riddle. He gets on out of the way and lets these guys kind of battle amongst themselves here, falls back in line behind DeWeese. And I tell you, Burge is kind of set right on set sail right now. He's got about 3/4 of a second lead. Second place, Popplewell. But we're still early on, haven't even reached halfway right now. And this race is starting to take a green flag feel. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, there's no need to pit as long as you've got fuel. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to have to pit for fuel or not, because I'm not really sure how many laps they can go on the amount of fuel that they've got. Sorry about that. I had to take another quick little cough break. But I don't think we've missed much of anything to running. We're still Burge, Popplewell, and DeWeese in the top 3. As we see the 15, Austin Williams and Xavier King coming right up on John Riddle, running in 11th right now. Running in 11th. Excuse me, running in 8th in the number 11 car. He moves on up. Let Xavier have the position. That was mighty kind of him there. What a beautiful car there, Xavier. Man, it's a nice thing there. The only thing you need now is a good old Eastern Technical Design logo on your hood. That thing will be perfect. we see Dakota Bro. I guess that's the way you would say it. Oh my goodness, that looked like some net code there. We're still going to stay in green at the moment. There we go. Looks like John Riddle kind of got the worst end of that. We'll see if we can't take a replay real quick, but I think we're going to see that this was... Well, that is not correct there. That is... Here we go. As we see that, yeah, you can definitely tell that the 52 did not really get into him. I'm not sure if the 11 or B1 is what it's painted up as of John Riddle lost it, or if these guys had a issue of netcode. But at either way, John Riddle kind of pays the price for it there one way or another. So I'm understanding we're going to go quickly back to green here as these guys get staged back up. Approaching the starter stand, the starter zone. There we go. Burge is on the gas. He's out to an early lead with Papa Well running in the outside lane, quickly closing it up, following right in behind Burge. So we got 1, 2, 3 again. Burge, Papa Well, DeWeese. This may be an opportunity for Austin Williams in the 15 car to kind of hang with these guys. Xavier King right behind him. Oh, we see the 52 right now of Dakota Bro going around the 84 of Xavier King. A little side-by-side action coming off turn 4. See it come down the front stretch. And it looks like the 84 Xavier King is going to capture the spot, move into 5th position, but not so fast. There's the 52 of Bro on the outside. Man, taking... oh, I'm sorry, I got them mixed up. My fault. Xavier King holding the inside line. It was Bro on the outside, trying to make a run. Wasn't able to catch up with Xavier King. But man, we've got a 1, 2, 3 front row right now. Some serious action going on as we're approaching halfway. About 3 more laps before we get to lap 50. As DeWeese takes a peek to the inside of Papa Well. Thinks a little bit better of it. Decides to swing out a little bit. Take a better entry into turn 1. Right now, as they're running 1, 2, 3, 4, you can put a blanket over them. It's always interesting to me with these late model stock cars exactly how the strategy plays out, because you don't have to necessarily attack all out the entire race. If you can save a little bit, it always seems to pay dividends in the later stages of the race. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to let you kind of watch the action here. I'll keep changing the cameras, but it's all I can do to keep from going into a severe coughing spell here. So I'll be back with you just as soon as I can. So right now we're on lap 53, approaching lap 54. Still 1, 2, 3, 4. Burge, Popwell, DeWeese, and Williams. Xavier King. Oh, man. Yes, it looks like we've got a spin out there and the caution comes out for him. Now I'm going to try to rewind this. I'm not getting an alert here on my screen, so I'm going to have to sort of, well, I'm going to back it up here a little bit manually. Okay, we pick it back up with Xavier here. Coming down the backstretch. I believe this right here is the lap where he might have an incident. Yes, getting some, well, he's starting to burn up that right rear tire. Oh man, I'm not sure if he had a, gracious, boy, that thing really whipped around fast there, but that was a self-spin. So my understanding is they're getting ready to go green here again. Not wasting any time, so let's see if we can't catch back up with live action. Lap 54 right now, approaching lap 55, just a smidge past halfway. Burge hammers it there in the restart zone. We got the 019 of Popwell falling back in line. The 15 of Austin Williams running the high line, scrapes the wall a little bit. But it still goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Burge, Popwell, DeWeese, and Williams. See Dakota Bro, Xavier King. I wonder if they're going to pick up their battle. If I was Xavier, I'd be a little bit wary about that right rear, man. Things seem to get pretty loose with him really, really quickly here. It's just my opinion here, but it looks like to me the top 4 may be just content to kind of ride around here right now. It looks like Dakota Bro in the 52 may have disconnected us. Yeah, he's pretty much got out of here. We'll have to wait and see if we can hear anything from the pits as to what's going on. Not sure what kind of trouble he had. Again, we got Burge out in front. He's got just about a half second lead over the 019 of Popwell. Braxton and DeWeese is back there in third position. Still in the hunt, and then, well, of course, we've got Austin Williams running in fourth. Starting to lose the lead pack just a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what we do have here, but it just from the way it looks to me, it looks like everybody's kind of content right now to run 1, 2, 3, 4. Take this thing maybe down to the last 10 laps and see what shakes out. See a few more sparks there. Again, I do apologize for having to hop in and out so much, but I can never tell. The sickness here is going to jump on me, and I want to make for a great video to listen to me cough and hack and everything, trying to clear my throat. Still see Burns, Popper, Reese, Williams, kind of running single file. We'll start to space out just a little bit right now. I hate to do this to you guys, but I'm going to kind of mute my mic right now for a few more minutes. But I'll see if I can jump back in if I got anything to report. Be right back. And we've got a caution out. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure what that was for. Again, I'm not really showing anything as far as an alert goes up here, but we're down to 5 cars right now. Let's see if we can take a look now. Got the 054 of David Palmer. He's still in the race. John Riddle is entering the pits right now into B1. Scoring towers represents number 11. I think the 52 of Bro is disconnected here. Again, we haven't gotten a report yet back from the pits exactly what that is. But John Riddle's coming in. He's probably going to be trying to fix a little bit of damage, maybe take on some fuel. Be a super smart move if these other guys are a little bit short on fuel. Might have an advantage come to the end here, or he could be possibly just trying to fix some damage. Not 100% sure what's going on here, but of course he doesn't want to stay there too long. The field's getting ready to come around, and it looks like he's going to be going a lap down. So as John Riddle goes a lap down, we're starting to get staged back up here. The lights are off on the pit or the pace truck. I think we're getting ready to go green once more. Attrition's kind of taking its toll. We're already down right now to 7 cars. And I believe we had 12 or 13 in the practice session as Burge again. Launches out to restart zone, but the 019 Popawell got a good launch as well, so he's right on his bumper right now. So we're going to have about 30 laps to go once they come across the start-finish line again. Oh, as we see the 15 of Austin Williams making a move on the outside of Braxton DeWeese. Wasn't able to make the pass, so he falls back in line again. 1, 2, 3. Burge, Popawell, DeWeese, Williams. Well, I tell you what, these guys are really putting on a pretty good show here. Just, I guess with the top 4. Anyway, kind of running nose to tail. It's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out by the time it's all said and done. Got 28 laps to go. You just can't help but think that maybe these guys are kind of just content with riding along single file. You just kind of get the feeling.
How are you, Mr. Tracy Brown?
Oh, we got us a broadcaster in here. My what do you call it? My relief pitcher, Chris Norris.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm late to the show. I was in a meeting with the VFW and the American Legion racing guys, Iracing, they're trying to get their seasons and stuff series going. So I was kind of in there and was contacted to jump over here real quick and help you out. So let's see, where are we at right here, Tracy?
Well,
Kind of fill me in here.
It has pretty much been Caleb Burge, Popplewell, DeWeese, and Williams, the top four. They've been running nose to tail here for a while now. DeWeese captured the pole position, led several laps before Burge ended up passing him in the number 3 car. And I've been having to hit the cough button right constantly here.
Yep.
So I'm glad I got me some backup.
Looks like Popplewell is trying to put a move on Burge here for the lead. He tried to dip underneath him there for a moment and then backed off. So he's definitely putting the pressure on the back bumper of that 3 car as we come around for lap 78 of 100. So we are getting close to the end here. Have these guys had an opportunity to stop for tires and fuel?
Well, ironically enough, there are no extra set of tires in the pits. And the way these guys are going at it here in the top 4, I'm assuming that they're going to be able to make it all the way on fuel. I'm not 100% sure about that. I know that the B1 car, which is listed as number 11 on our scoring tower here, of John Riddle, he was in the pits momentarily ago, but I'm not sure if he was trying to fix some damage or maybe cap off the fuel tank and get ready for a late race surge here. But here we go, man. We got 20 to go. You know what time it is, Chris?
Yeah, why don't you tell everybody, Tracy?
It's time to dig, baby. Time to dig. Whatever you got now. You got to show what you got right now.
Yeah, backhoe, shovel, a hoe, whatever you can get. Time to pull it out. But I'm going to tell you what, that 3 car has got a mirror full of that 019 car. There he goes, ducking underneath again. Let's see if he can make the pass this time. It looks like he's going to be very competitive coming to the line, but not quite. He's still there, still trying to complete that pass as they come out of turn 2 and head down the back stretch wide open. Nobody wanting to give an inch at this point.
Man, these guys are putting on such a great show going side by side coming out of turn 4. 18 to go right now.
The 3 cars swung a little wide there, got a little bit loose, but he's still hanging strong on that outside. But the 119 finally takes the lead with 17 laps to go. Now we're going to find out what the 3 car, what Burge has got for that 019 car there that just took the lead, as he's starting to put a little bit of a gap there. Not much. But I'm wondering if the 3 car had to use a lot of tire there to try to fend him off, which was unsuccessful.
Yeah, he got a little bit squirrely there coming off turn 4 too. That's what I was mentioning earlier. With these late model stock cars, you can never really tell. Everybody seems to be on a different strategy. He sure did. But I mean, with these late model stocks, it kind of behooves you to kind of save a little bit of tire to be able to make a late race surge, as Popplewell's doing right now. So I'm not sure.
And that's what I'm learning over in our league. I'm rough on tires, man. So I'm feeling it right now. I feel what the three cars feeling. It's like, man, I'm so close. And then those tires go out on you. But you can see the 19 has been running like a mid-level lane. He's been running about a half a lane higher than the 3 car was a few laps ago. So I'm wondering if the 3 car was getting in a little bit too low and using up a little bit more of that right front than what he needed to at that particular time. We see that the 19 car's got about a 6/10 of a second lead now, and he just seems to be driving off with 12 laps to go now. The 3 car is going to have to cool those tires off and see if he can make another run. And then it's a little bit further back there to who is that running back there in third? That's
Braxton
8 car. Deweese, our pole sitter, from what I understand.
Yes.
And then followed by the 15 car. And they
Yep.
also seem to be kind of sneaking up on Birds a little bit.
And they very
As
well
we're
could
coming
be.
down to 10 laps to go. Yeah, that seems to me like they're kind of gaining on him a little bit. 10 laps left.
Well, I mentioned earlier on in this race here, I mean, I thought Burge and Deweese were kind of putting down a blistering pace. And I just didn't know if they could keep that up for a solid 100 laps or not. Because, you know, when these tires on these late model stocks start falling off, man, they go off a cliff fast.
Yes, yes, they do. And I can tell you that from experience because, yeah. I mean, you know, we've seen me in practice.
Well, I learned the hard way myself.
Well, you know, I got a couple. I'm still young at this. I got a couple of seasons under my belt now, so I'm starting to get the hang of this stuff. But you know, still trying to make some upgrades with equipment and different things. Yeah, we see the 8 car now closing up on the back of the 3 here, followed by the 15. And looks like Popwell in the 19 car, he's just sitting back riding. Looks like he's got that car on a rail. But Burge is going to be all he can do. We coming to 6 laps. 6 laps left to go as the 8 car closes up on the bumper to 3 coming into turn 1. And there again, you can see the difference in the line that the 3 car is running versus what the 8 car is running. So he's carrying just a tad bit of momentum, probably not as hard on those tires. I would probably think he might be taking a look to the inside coming out of turn 2 here soon.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Chris. And the way you see that 3 wiggling coming off what seems to be every corner now, man, I think he's just before starting to run on belts as opposed to rubber.
Yeah, he's down low. You see a little bobble there. We've seen him scrape the wall coming out of turn 4 a couple times. Here goes the 8 car. Taking a peek inside, coming off of turn 2. Well, I'm sorry, that was turn 3 and 4. My bad. Now we're in 1 and 2 as the 8 car completes the pass for second place.
And now Burge, who has dominated this race with a number of laps led, is now under fire from the 15 of Austin Williams.
Yeah, he's running. 3 cars currently in 3rd, followed by Williams in 4th. And Williams is beginning to close that gap. But he better do it quickly because we're coming down to 1 to go.
Yeah.
So coming out, he took the white flag. Our leader, Popwell, on our last lap here. Don't think anybody's going to be catching him unless he spins out or something drastic happens. Then we're going to be he's followed by Deweese in the 8 car, and Burge in the 3, and Burrow, the number 52. There we are.
Well, there we go, man.
Takes the checkered flag.
Oh, yeah, I need to see if we can't get a good smoke show going on here. Papa Will, show me what you got here, baby. You ran a wonderful race there,
yes,
man.
Sir.
I think he did a good job of just kind of riding when he needed to, conserve his tires, and there at the end he had enough to put it in victory lane here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I popped in so late on you there, Tracy. Wished I could have got here at the beginning. But the last 20 laps were very exciting. They were fun to watch.
I'll be honest with you. You really didn't miss a whole lot. I think we only had a couple of cautions, and those were for self-spins. So not a whole lot went on there as far as that goes. I'm trying to, oh man. Well, I don't know what the heck has happened, but it appears that my overlay here is locked up. I'm going to try to see if I can. No. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but all I'm getting is a bunch of dings no matter what it is that I click on. So I do apologize. I have no idea what the heck's going on here, but I don't think we're going to be. Well, I tell you what, I can't change the view. I can't do anything here, Chris. But we do have Caleb
Yeah.
Burge here's in the podium waiting. Can't even go down to finishing order. But if you want to, let's drag Caleb in here and see if we can't talk to him for a minute before we close this
All
thing
right.
out. How about that?
Absolutely. Birds finished third, right?
Yes, he sure did. So,
Yeah.
Caleb, have you
Hey,
got
how
a
you doing,
copy?
Caleb? You got a copy? Nope. He's gone.
He ducked back out. Let me see if I can pull him back here. Caleb, have you got a copy there, buddy? Can you talk to us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
sure
Caleb.
can.
Hey, how you doing? Well,
Oh,
it keeps falling out. What in the? It's not a race without some kind of technical difficulty, is it?
it certainly isn't. And I really, well, we still seem to have a live feed here. I'm just not exactly sure why I can't. Everything I try to click on just goes ding, so I do apologize for
And
that.
now we have. Looks like we got Caleb. Caleb, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Sarge, man, in here. I was able to pop in and at least get a good look at about the last 20, 22 laps. When I popped in, you were leading, and the 19 car was all over your back bumper, man. What was going through your brain at that point in time?
I mean, yeah, so we didn't have a set tire, so I was just trying to keep the car from underneath of me until my right front started wearing out about 20 to go, and it was able for him to get around me, so, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's a race.
yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, you were dominant from what I understand most of the night. You had the most laps led, so congratulations on that. Congratulations on the number 3 finish. That's better than last place, so there's always that for the points. Um, can you tell us a little bit about the lines? It looked like some of the other guys were running about a half a line higher in the turns than you were. Do you think maybe you were maybe getting in a little too deep and it helped wear that front tire out?
I mean, I was just trying to keep it about a lane higher than what I usually run, and it worked out about over half of the race, and then the tires started giving out on me, and
Well, Caleb, man, congratulations on that third place finish. I'm sorry for you that things didn't work out there to where you can get to checkered. Do you have any sponsors or anybody you would like to thank while we got you?
nope.
All right, Caleb. Well, man, it was great talking to you. Maybe next time it'll be because you got that first place finish. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you.
Well, I tell you what, Chris,
Right.
I'll talk to our second place finisher real quick, Mr. Braxton DeWeese. Have you got a copy there, buddy?
I got you.
Okay, man. Well, you grabbed the pole tonight. I would love to show some replays of what you did do there, but unfortunately my overlay software appears to have locked up, so I apologize to our viewers. But can you more or less just kind of give us a synopsis on how you felt like your race went tonight?
Felt like I was a little too worried about keeping the lead early on there. I had done multiple races with the late model stock and here at Nashville, and I felt like keeping the lead was a big deal. But tires was a little bit more of a big deal. Obviously, we seen that Caleb and I were battling a little too much, in my opinion. Now that I look back on it, and I realized a little too late, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm sliding around too much. I shouldn't be doing this. And I went back and I tried to, cool off the tires, which I did. And I think that might have been a little too much. It was all over the place. It was tight and then it was loose. So I burned up both right side tires, and um, I should have just backed off a little bit, done what Connor did. He stayed off about a half a second from the leaders the whole time and just watched us battled it out. And I was telling on my stream that I usually cruise and whatnot, but I was just a little too worried about keeping that lead. That's what got me tonight. But all in all, it was a good race.
Well, if you look back on the broadcast, Not saying I'm Nostradamus or anything, but I was a bit concerned about you and the three of Caleb Burge kind of going at it so hard and setting just what I thought was a blistering pace, because there at one point in time you guys had kind of pulled away from Popperwell for maybe a second or so. I could be wrong about that, but I did express a little bit of concern, and I thought that honestly I was a little bit worried because I thought Popperwell might be just kind of running, or riding more or less, saving his tires while you guys were kind of battling it out, going side by side. And and that's why I was telling Chris also before this race here ended. With the late model stocks, I can't really say for any of the other cars, but man, when those tires go away, it's just like they fall off a cliff fast. And so I just want to congratulate you on your second place finish, and I didn't mean to take over the interview or anything either, Braxton. So if there's anything you'd like to add, man, go ahead.
We'll just, if we're in a situation where we gotta just worry about one set of tires and we need to save them and do what I usually do and not worry about the lead. That's the biggest takeaway. But all in
Yeah.
all, it's a solid run. But I just want to give a big shout out to Interstate Ford real quick, along with a couple of my sponsors, Happy Hippie Karaoke, Three Dips Ice Cream Shop, Allen's Earth Images, Take Time, Deweese Renovations, Elevated TV, of course. You guys, appreciate you guys for putting us on. Paid Leave, Wooden Nickel Band, Ghost Train, Short Track Reports, Carbon Tires Media, Designs, and Our Pizza over in Winchester, Indiana, for always supporting over there at Winchester Speedway, but also supporting us in the Roadster Series. I really do appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to that next year. And man, I'm just itching to get back behind the wheel. So I might get some go-kart action, which is nonetheless better than nothing. So we might do that this Saturday. We'll see. Hopefully Cody can get me set up there.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Well, hopefully you don't have to do go-kart racing in the snow.
Yeah, it'd be
So,
interesting. I'd make sure I bundle up. I actually wouldn't mind trying that out. I'd make a video out of that, put it on my YouTube. Now that you say that, I might have to try that out and figure something out. But
well,
I
Braxton,
appreciate you
Put
guys.
where are
put
you
some snow
located at?
chains on that thing and go, buddy.
Yeah.
What's that, Chris?
I said, put some snow chains on it and turn it loose.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe put some screws in the tires and put them on there. But I'm located in Southwest Ohio, just south of Dayton.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure
Yeah,
what
you're
the
definitely getting some
forecast.
snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got about 3 to 4 inches of snow, and it has not melted off the grass or anything. So we got some opportunities here.
All righty, man.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds great.
Well,
Well,
congratulations, Braxton.
yeah, absolutely, Braxton. By the way, you were a green flag sponsor tonight, Braxton
All right.
Deweese Racing. Unfortunately, I was going to flash some of those things up, but I'm getting an error over here on my overlay software, so we're kind of stuck right now with the spectator view. But anyway, I don't know, Chris. Have you got a chance to catch up with our race winner tonight, Connor Popplewell?
Absolutely. We're going to talk to our race winner, Mr. Connor Popwell, in the number 19 car. Connor, you got a copy on me, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Connor, I got to apologize, man. I popped in here late. There's probably about 22 laps to go. And when I popped in, you were putting a lot of pressure on Mr. DeWeese in the 3 car. Just kind of talk to us about your ride for a little minute. How was it feeling, and what was your strategy going into those last few laps when you finally got around it?
I started off the whole night. I did a good hard 30-lap run in practice, and that kind of let me know where we were going to be, 30, 40 into a run. The car got real free, or not real free. It was starting to get real, kind of free. So I knew I had to kind of gauge that right rear all night, and it kind of worked out. Well, it did work out, but the short run speed, we were about all equal. I feel like where I kind of pulled off was about 5 to 7 laps into a run. Yeah, that's kind of how that went, and I didn't realize I was saving that much until I started watching Caleb get a little free off of both exited the corner. So I just knew I had to keep saving that right rear, and eventually I would just kind of get around them.
Yeah, I mean the three car obviously was fast. It had the most laps all night long. I mean, so you got to be fast to be up front for that many laps. But I noticed that you were running maybe about a half a lane higher than what the three car was running. Do you think that helped you with conserving those tires and being easier on those tires than maybe digging in a little bit deeper like a three car was?
But yeah, I didn't really have a problem with the right front. So, at the first 50 laps, I was kind of, backing my entry up a whole lot. So that kind of allowed me to get the rotation in the center of the corner. And then if you enter about a car higher, I can get off straighter, if that makes sense. So I was doing that to, not really, really burn up that right rear. And I think that was the deciding factor, about 25 to go.
Okay. Tracy, have you got any questions for our race winner tonight?
Well, I think you pretty much answered what the questions that I had there, Connor, because even though I was in here having hit the cough button right constantly there, I could see how what I thought was going to happen anyway, because I thought Braxton and Caleb were kind of going at it kind of hard, battling for the lead, but it was kind of putting just a bit of distance on everyone else, and I just couldn't help but worry that they were burning up their tires battling amongst themselves. And I think, as you just stated, you more or less saw the same thing and just more or less just decided to ride for a little while, save your tires, and hopefully be able to go at it at the end. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big field tonight. It's a lot of laps for, a 13, 14 car field, whatever it was. Um, so, at the beginning, I kind of knew that we were going to go a lot of green flag laps tonight. So I was like, but I kind of thought they were saving a little bit more. Even I know it kind of looked like they were going at it kind of hard at the beginning, but I thought they were saving just a little bit more, because if you look at the qualifying speeds in the very beginning of the race, they were running, 16 or 1880s or so. So they were about a tenth and a half off of what their qualifying speeds were. So I was like, well, I don't know if I'm, saving enough almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, actually. Yeah, sure do. And, well, I had another question here, but it seems to have slipped my mind now, but it was right on the tip of my tongue. Um, oh, well,
What you
man.
got?
I can't. I was going to ask you something. What the heck was it, man? I do apologize to this and to our viewers and everything, but
Well,
oh, I know what it
you
was.
ponder, there it
I
is.
know what.
I knew time I would say something, you was going it would come to you. There you go.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, Connor, here's my question. Exactly. Can you tell me how much experience you have with a late model stock car here in iRacing?
Quite a bit. I've ran a lot of races, in the higher splits where, tire management's kind of everything. So I do
Mm-hmm.
have quite a bit of experience with them. Not at Nashville in particular, but, all the other tracks, I mean, just about, because they don't really run Nashville a lot with the late model stocks and the officials. So, but I do have a lot of experience in them for sure.
Well, that sort of that makes a lot of sense to me because late model stock car is sort of my preference in iRacing. And one thing that I've noticed is you kind of get a little bit of tire wear. They'll start to slip a little bit. But man, when those tires get ready to fall off, I mean, before you know it, you're running on nothing but belts, and you got
Oh,
zero
they're
grip.
terrible.
Yeah, they just kind of
Terrible.
fall off a cliff really fast. And I thought
Yes.
it just seemed like to me that you had a lot of experience with these cars in this particular tire because it looked like to me that was kind of your strategy, if you will, kind of ride, save some for the end, and sure enough, man, the other two guys, I think Burge especially, he's dropped off really a lot, Matter of fact, I was a little bit concerned he may pop a tire because his car was getting really squirrely coming off the corners, and I
Yeah,
just
it's
said
like a light switch.
it is. It really is.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why I love watching these races, because there's so much strategy going on. If you've never raced these 8-mile stocks in iRacing, you might not have a good idea. It may just look like guys are just kind of riding around, and in some cases they are, but there's a strategy to it. It kind of goes back to what I've said before. It's kind of like a ballet mixed with a chess match and a little bit of lawn darts at the end of a race.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There might even be a little bit of rap there at the end.
Yeah. That's funny.
But Connor, again, congratulations on your victory, man. In closing, do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I would like to thank Cody, inviting me to this league. I'd like to thank you all. My girlfriend for letting me do it every night.
Amen.
I'll wear her out with
Reverend.
this stuff. And
Reverend.
Braxton and Caleb for running me clean, and always the good Lord up above.
Yes, sir. Those are all great things to be thankful for.
Yep, absolutely.
Connor, man, again, congratulations. Enjoyed the conversation with you. It's always good to get some feedback for some of maybe the younger racers out there that might want to watch later or tuning in to our program. So I like to ask those kinds of in-depth questions, so maybe they can get some pointers about what they need to do if they want to get into it. So thank you for that, sir.
And I just want to say,
anytime, guys.
Yeah, I just want to say, Connor, I do it like Chris was saying. I do apologize for holding you in here so long, but there was a lot of strategy.
You're fine.
Yeah, there was just a lot of strategy I thought going on in this race, and I just kind of wanted to pick your brain about that just for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So,
well,
anytime,
Tracy
guys.
Tracy will tell you, I am always advocating about the mental side of racing. Any racing, whether it's iRacing, whether it's N25, whether it's in real life.
That's how you get better.
The mental part of it is fatiguing at times.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't plan ahead for what may come, there's always the what if factor, and you'll never eliminate all of the what ifs. But you do have to do some kind of preparation, whether it's tires, no tires, fuel, no fuel. What's that other guy doing up there? Is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? And what if there's a caution with 5 laps to go? So, Connor, very well run race, at least the last 20 laps from what I saw. You were able to just kind of sit up there and just kind of pull away as those guys started racing each other in the back behind you. Again, congratulations, man. Nice victory tonight.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
And Tracy, before we sign off, I got something hot off the press right here. It was just posted into the Discord. Cody has posted that he's going to be running a winter dirt series on Saturdays. It's going to be 6 races, and they will use the Dirt Pro late model with free tracks. So that'll be starting Saturday, December 6th at 8 p.m. So if anybody wants to show up and try to run those dirts, hey, get out here and sling that shaky tail feather, if you know what I mean. Sling that rear end around a little bit.
That sounds good, guys.
Yeah, man, get dirty.
Yeah, that's not my thing there, Chris and Connor. I tell you, man, I'm more of an asphalt type of guy here, but just want to throw this out. Cody posted in the chat here. We hit 500 followers tonight on Elevated TV, so that's great.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
I just hate they have to hear me hit the cough button all night, but I do apologize. Playing hurt, coming off injured reserve here. But good news, Chris. I got my overlay software back working, so at least we can go through the finishing order here now, the unofficial race results. I think
Let me
we've
get
kind of,
in.
yeah, I think we kind of covered that. We got Connor Popplewell in the 019. He ended up finishing first. Braxton DeWeese in the 08, our pole sitter, ended up bringing home in second position. Caleb Burge, the guy who led the most laps tonight. I mean, how about that? We got one guy that won, one guy that grabbed the pole, and another guy that I'm sure, I don't have the official count, but I'm pretty sure that the three of Caleb Burge led the most laps. So it kind of mixed it up a little bit. Austin Williams in the 15. Man, he pretty much, I think he ran fourth all night tonight. But it just seemed like to me at any moment he could, kind of mix it up for the lead. The 52 of David Palmer ends up finishing fifth. The 11, I believe his car was painted B1, John Riddle, ended up finishing sixth. Xavier King in the 84 ended up finishing seventh. Dakota, I'm not sure how to say this, but I'm going to say bro. And Dakota, please, if I'm mispronouncing your name, let me know, buddy. He's in the 52 car, ended up finishing in 8th. Landon Farmer, I saw him in practice, not exactly sure what happened. He did not make a start tonight, but he's registered here in 9th position, 101 laps down. And we only ran 100, so you'll have to go figure on that. And race control ended up bringing up, got a top 10 tonight. So that's always good to see.
Yeah, well, Tracy, buddy, I know you've been under the weather for the last several weeks, man. So it's glad to be talking to you. I'm glad you were able to put on this production tonight for Cody and the guys here at Rolling Thunder. And I know it was an exciting race. I hate that I missed the first part of it.
One more
like
thing,
I said,
Chris.
I was tied kind of. What you got?
Before we sign off here, buddy. I just want to hit you there before, in case you were getting ready to sign us off here. Just want to throw up a graphic real quick. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be December the 7th. Tonight is the 4th, 5th, 6th. So I guess that would be Sunday night or Sunday, Sunday evening, 6 p.m. on Elevated TV. Be the South Carolina 400 from Myrtle Beach. So
I make it woods.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, you have to go out there and catch that one live. And then on December the 11th at 9 p.m. on Elevated TV, we got the Rolling Thunder Iracing Series, the Elevated Dirt Derby. I haven't spoken to Cody, so I'm not 100% sure what that is, but it probably goes back to what you were talking about, Chris, slinging some cars a little sideways and throwing mud up in the grandstands.
That's right, mud in your eye.
Yeah.
Raise your hands to the sky, baby.
That's right. And then on December the 12th through the 14th at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and then 2 p.m. on Sunday, we're going to have the virtual 3rd annual Thanksgiving Classic. I just went there personally this past weekend. Didn't help my cold out much, but it was a wonderful race. I really enjoyed it out there. I always love going out there to Southern National. That's my home track. So I got a little love in my heart here for what Cody's going to be putting on here at Elevated TV December the 12th to the 14th. So guys, if you would, join Discord. Check out what they got to say and check schedules and everything for more info. And Chris, that's all I got. I'm not sure how much more longer my voice is going to last, man. So, hey, take us out of here, man.
I'll close us out of this here box and get everybody to bed on time. I just wanted to say, Cody, thank you for reaching out to me, man, and inviting me over here to kind of help Tracy out with this broadcast. Sorry I missed most of the race. But as for myself, Tracy Brown, Cody Deemer, and Rolling Thunder Iracing Series, thank you for watching and have a good night.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of Elevated Broadcasting. Elevated TV would like to thank all of our fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.